We're so glad you could be with us today. We just wanted to share a couple of things. If you are wanting the Spanish or the Russian translation, there is an interpretation feature available in the bottom in the menu bar. There's a little globe that says interpretation, so you can select which language you would like to listen into today, English, Spanish, or Russian. And we just wanted to share that Yogi Ji will be doing some traveling in December if you're in LA. He will be there December 6th through the 12th. And if you're in Miami, he'll be in that area the 12th through the 23rd. You can check his Instagram page for those details. And I'll also put a link in the chat in case you don't have that available. And we also wanted to mention before we start today that there's a beautiful opportunity to travel with Yogi Ji to India in late January on a yatra to South India. And we're having special pricing available until the 19th in honor of Guru Nanak Dev Ji for both single and double occupancy. So you can check his website, yogiamandeepsing.com, for those details as well. And just a note, if you are choosing a payment option to pay in installments, we have a little issue with that right now. So just email us and we'll save that pricing for you. The email is support@makingofayogi.com. And I will put some things in the chat once we get started, so you'll have those links available. And I believe that's all. We can get started. Yogi Ji, are you there? Are you ready?
Yes, Satnam, I'm coming. Satnam, and many blessings to all of you on this beautiful day. My friends, it's my privilege today to be sharing this sacred space with everyone from all over the world on the appearance day of Guru Nanak, who is also known as Lama Nanak in the Buddhist tradition, Rinpoche Nanak also in the Buddhist tradition, Wali Nanak in the Sufi tradition, Avatari Nanak in the Vedic tradition, and Guru Nanak in the Sikh tradition, and many other beautiful names for him all over the world. So, my friends, today's session is we will be diving into some beautiful stories of Guru Nanak, as well as some practices that were given by the Guru, especially working on Pavan Guru and Shabad Guru. So these are the two things that Guru Nanak brought: the wisdom of the breath and the wisdom of the sound. So the breath and the sound, these are the two connections. With the breath, you connect with totality, and with the breath, you connect with yourself. And with the Shabad, the sound, you connect with the reality and you connect with the self. There's no other connections than these two. So the mastery of the Shabad Guru and the mastery of the Pavan Guru transforms you, and you go into wow, and ecstasy blooms in you. Shabad Guru and Pavan Guru together manifests Vaheguru. So these are the three gurus, the three wisdoms in this reality. Shabad Guru, Pavan Guru together gives birth to Vaheguru. Va means wow, wow. He means now, now. He, now. Guru is wisdom. So Vaheguru is the wisdom of wow in the now. So the mastery of the Shabad Guru and the Pavan Guru can create wow, ecstasy in the now. It's not about tomorrow. It's not about the future. And that is the main teachings of Guru Nanak in these three limbs of Dharma: Shabad Guru, Pavan Guru, and Vaheguru. So we'll be diving into this wisdom, into this technology today. But before we do that, Guru Nanak, diving into the space of Guru Nanak, let's tune in. Let's tune in Let's bring hands in the center of the chest. We will be tuning in with Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Ong is the totality, the past, the present, and the future. These three combined together. The totality, when you were not you, I was not I, we existed as whole. And that wholeness is called Om. In the language of the Sufis, they call these Wahdat al-Wajud. Wahdat al-Wajud, which means unity of being. When everything was one, it has not segmented itself. It has not fragmented itself. It was still as one. That is called Om. And Namo means I bow to that. I bow to that which was unsegmented. The unsegmented me, the unfragmented me, the undivided me, I bow to that. That is Om Namo. And then you have Guru Dev Namo. Guru Dev is the wisdom to experience that totality while you are still in this fragmentation. That technology is called Guru Dev. It is possible, even after having segmented, you can experience your wholeness. That is called Guru Dev technology. And I bow to that technology. My friends, spine straight, hands in the center of the chest, the space of miracles. This is the Hirda. This is where the divine initiates the pulse of life. Right in the center, there's a spiritual heart. It is called the right heart. That's the left heart. But then in the spiritual realm, they talk about the right heart, which is always right. It is always right. It never breaks. The left heart, at times it breaks. Your heart breaks. But the right heart is always whole. And this is a very powerful sacred teachings also. It's called Hirda, the right heart. In our yatra to India, we will be specially working on the right heart that is always right. My friends, touching that space in the center. And you're going to inhale and we're going to vibrate Om Namo. Then we're going to vibrate Gurudev Namo. Those of you who are new, listen and you will know. And those of you who have been chanting this powerful mantra, please chant with me, spine straight, bring devotion, bring gratitude, and bring reverence. And let's inhale and hold the breath, and let this breath be the breath of the stars. This is the breath of the stars. Hold and experience you beyond your limitations of the body and the mind. And my friends, exhale. One more time, powerfully inhale and hold this breath, and let this breath be the breath of the mountains. The mountains, they are you. You are one with them, but you're stuck in your smallness. You're stuck in your individuality. You are stuck in your personality. And hold the breath and exhale. One more time, powerfully inhale and hold the breath, and let this breath be the breath of the rivers, the sacred waters on this planet, the sacred waters, the oceans. Hold, 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 and exhale. My friends, powerfully inhale and hold this breath. And now I want you to squeeze and tense the whole body. Squeeze and tense the whole body. The hands are in prayer pose, but you're squeezing and tensing the whole body. And let this breath be the breath of Guru Nanak. Let this breath be the breath of Guru Nanak. Guru Nanak, the sage of non-duality, the sage of unity. Hold, hold, hold. It's not your breath. This breath will transform you. It will elevate you because it's not your breath. The intention. And the fact is, this is not your breath. You are owning this breath. The breath is a universal experience. It's universal. And then when it goes in, it becomes you. But now you recognize the breath which is in me is not my breath. It is a universal breath. It is the breath of unity of being, is the breath of Guru Nanak. Hold, hold. Squeeze and tense the body. For medical reasons, relax. Tense your eyes, tense your eyes, tense your forehead, tense your skull. Apply Mulband. And all the way from the soles of your feet to the soul, the seat of soul on your skull. Squeeze and tense and exhale. Let's tune in with Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adgure Namahe, Jagadgure Namahe, Satgure Namahe, Sri Gurudevai Namahe. Adgure Namahe, Jagadgure Namahe, Satgure Namahe, Sri Gurudevai Namahe. Adgure Namahe, Yugadgure Namahe, Satgure Namahe, Sri Gurudevai Namahe. And my friends, inhale through the nose. Hold the breath and tense the whole body. Apply Mulband, navel in and up. Lift your ribcage, lift your ribcage, lift your heart. Roll the tongue, press the palate. Roll the tongue, press the palate. Roll the tongue, press the palate. Eyes closed, look up. Eyes closed, look up. And squeeze and tense the whole body. And through the nose, exhale. One more time, powerfully, loudly inhale. And hold the breath. Tense and squeeze the whole body. Apply Mulband. Navel in and up. Navel in and up. And ribcage. Pull it up. Your chest up. Roll the tongue. Press the palate hard. Press the palate. Roll the tongue. Press the palate hard. Eyes closed. Look up. Eyes closed. Look up. And bring awareness to the tip of your skull. This is a locking time and space. Hold, hold, hold. This is the gateway to activate consciousness. This is the back door of dissolving the mind and entering the realm of silence. And my friends, exhale. Almost done. Loudly, powerfully inhale. Hold the breath. Mulband. Navel in and up. Navel in and up. Lift your ribcage. Lift your ribcage within which your consciousness is encaged. Lift your ribcage. Free yourself. Lift the ribcage. And all the tension that is held in the ribcage. And lift your chest. Lift your chest. Higher. Higher. And your heart. Heart. And roll the tongue, mouth closed, roll the tongue, press the palate, roll the tongue, press the palate hard. So you feel a sensation, a pulling sensation, a vibrating sensation, a pulsating sensation in the third eye. And bring awareness to the skull. Hold, 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 and exhale. Very slowly, open your eyes. Those of you who did it, there's a shift in awareness. 3 times they did this. So these are the locks. And these locks adjusts the 5 elements in you, the 5 winds in you. You adjust the play. Who are you? You adjust the 5 elements gathered. What are you? You adjust the 5 winds flowing. Prana, apana, samana, udayana, vyana. The downward wind, the upward wind, the balancing wind. This is what you are. Everything else is an illusion. Even when you were not there, these winds were there. Even when you were not there, these elements were. So all these, they got together. They decided to become you and me. And then ego took birth. And then we thought we are different from them. There was never a time, there shall never be a time when you and me and all that will be separated. As elements, as the winds. The mastery of these 5 elements and the mastery of these winds makes you a sage, makes you a guru, makes you a yogi. These elements have been worked. Every sage, every individual, every you and me, we all have elements. Some of us are always in the air. Some of us are very down to earth. Some of us full of fire. So these elements decides our personality. Even our personality is not ours. It is the elements' personality. What is yours? The sooner we dissolve, the faster we realize. So the path of dissolving is the path of freedom. The element, you have to pick up one element. You have to pick up one element through which you can come out of this cycle of likes and dislikes, disappointments and achievements, right and wrong. You can use one of the elements. And this is the wisdom of yoga. This is the technology. The Buddha, when he became enlightened, the first thing he did was he took his right hand and he put it on the earth. And he said, let the earth be the witness that I have known. Or I have dissolved. So the element of the Buddha was the earth element. You may have seen the pictures of the Buddha. Immediately after enlightenment, after he dissolved, he took his right hand, placed it on the earth. The earth is the witness. Guru Nanak's element is water. That's why the whole importance of water, if you look at my back, the house of Guru Nanak always had water. Either a lake or either a well. Every shrine dedicated to Guru Nanak has water element. That is his water element. And we can choose one of these. And deep down we know. And Baba Sri Chand was fire. And like that I can continue. So the water, the lakes, the rivers, and the earth, the caves, the mountains, they have been used to activate the element. And when you are totally dissolved into that specific element, you become that, and that is the doorway out of this time and space. They are like wormholes. They are like vortex. Rivers have been used. And if you connect with any of these elements sincerely, and that's why those of you who know, it is important that whenever you meditate, you must have one element with you at least. And those of you who have been listening to me, always I tell you, put water with you, lit up a light with you. It is important. Every time you meditate, you must have one of the elements with you. Either keep water with you, either keep fire with you, which is the candle, or recognize the earth is with me. That's intention. And recognize the air element and recognize the ethers. You have to recognize them. You have to put an intention. The air element is with me. The ethers is with me. The earth is with me. And then you start meditating. It's a different quality altogether. It's a very simple thing. You'll be amazed. When these 5 elements are with you, the intensity of your meditation, the progress of your meditation is different. Because you are having them externally. What are you internally? The 5 elements. And when the outer and the inner merges, something has to blow. So Guru Nanak, his element is the water element. Every day, he will get up 3.5 hours before the sunrise. Some stories about the Guru, and then we practice teachings. He will get up 3.5 hours before the sunrise. There's a dimension that opens. There's a vortex that opens in this time frame. And if you are available at that time, something can shift in you. It is the opportunity given every day, 2 times. 2.5 hours, 3.5 hours before the sunrise. And sometimes it's 2.5 hours. It increases and decreases. The maximum is 3.5. And then sometimes it's 2.5, depending on the alignment of the stars. It's a very deep science, but in general, I'm talking about. And then once in the evening. The evening is 30 minutes before the sunset and 30 minutes after the sunset. This is another vortex that opens up once in the morning and once in the evening. You can make use of this time. And at that moment, if you can go into the non-dual state of your mind, where you are neither being pushed, neither being pulled, where you are neither affected by that which is gone, neither you are affected by which is to come. This is what we are, the push and pull. So if you find your vortex inside you during the outer vortex, something will shift in you. So Guru Nanak, in the early hours, he will go and he will go into the sacred river, Vai river. It is called the Vai. And those of you who've been with me to India, we have been to this beautiful sacred vortex many times. And he will go in, and this is what the story tells you. But there was something more that he did. This is what I'm going to share with you. This is not in the books. This is handed in the oral tradition. This has to be heard. There are 2 types of information. One which is you see, you read, one which you hear. And that person heard it from someone else. And that person heard it from somewhere else. And this is called the transmission through the ear. This has a lot of value. We call this the lineage. We call this the samprada. This wisdom has been handed down by the awakened ones, by the elders. As they receive it, they give it. No changes. In the oral tradition, we are told Guru Nanak will go into the river and he will hold his breath. This is what I want to tell you. This is the sadhana part. You won't find these in history. You will find these in the hearts of those who have heard. And I want to give you this transmission with the grace of my Guru. He will go into the river submerge himself into the river, and he will hold his breath. This is called Jal Samadhi. Jal Samadhi, transformation through the water element. He will go in, sit with the breath outside. This is a very powerful technique. You can hold the breath in very easy, but if you try holding the breath out, it is difficult, because holding the breath in is life, and holding the breath out, it is called death. You can either touch this end, or you can either touch that end. So death is the other end. So you hold the breath out, not inside. If you see most of my teachings, I'm teaching you how to hold it, because I want to make you experience of life, health, wealth, prosperity. That is our aim for now. But then there's the next step, where you want to dissolve yourself. You want to burst yourself. You have tasted something. You don't want to be yourself anymore. You want to be one with all. That is the enlightenment. That is nirvana. Both has its beauty. When the time is right, you will receive the teachings. So Guru Nanak held his breath outside. And when you hold your breath outside, mind starts to dissolve. And when you hold inside, mind starts to attract health, wealth, prosperity, intuition. That is the way of the world. But then there's another path, which you transcend the world. Very rarely people have a desire for this. And then you hold the breath outside. For years and years, Guru Nanak did this practice. We are told he goes to the river, he will take his dip, and he will come out and he will meditate. Maybe he did. But the main practice of the Guru, my friends, let me share this with you. The sacred and the secret wisdom. The Guru held his breath outside. And the practice went longer and longer and longer and longer. It took years. In the past, many yogis did that. Jal Samadhi. So he will extend his breath. Be with me, my friends. We will be doing a meditation very soon. This is a story. It is important. This wisdom is important. And he started to hold it longer and longer and longer. And a day came. He went in. He threw his breath out. And he sat in water, in the sacred river Vai, which is flowing in the three realms. A very powerful sacred river. And as he went in, and the mastery and the perfection went to such an extent that for 3 days he held his breath outside. And when you can hold your breath outside for 3 days, 3 things happen. 3 things happen. And this takes time and the grace. 3 things happen. On the first day, all that you associating yourself with the past is dissolved. First day this happens. Samadhi, breath out in the water, set. First day, you in relation to your past, dissolved. Second day, you in relation to the future, dissolves. On the third day, the one who experienced the past and experienced the future dissolves. Nanak became Guru these 3 days. And they couldn't find him. Everyone in the village, he was declared dead. But then you have to die before you know what life is. The Sufis, they say, Marana to paila marge bahu. Marana to paila marge bahu. Tinna matlab pachata hu. Those who have learned to die before death, they know the secret. The secret of life, the secret of death, the secret of existence, the secret of Shabad, the 4 secrets that I reveal to you. So Guru Nanak dissolved. They couldn't find him. Why? Because he merged into the elements. He merged into the elements. People dived in. They tried to find his body. Well, this is where he went in. Let's find him there. Okay, the waves, the currents of the river, maybe his body is somewhere in about 200 meters. Let's find him there. They went there and they couldn't find him because he had merged into elements. Nanak became the moon, he became the sun, he became the mountains, he became the every drop on the existence. He became the stars, he became your breath. He was everywhere, yet he was nowhere to be found. He has become Ik Oankar, one universal being, unity of being. I am all was experienced. No individuality was left. And that is the meaning of Nanak. Na, Anak. Not many. Not many. Only one. That is the meaning of Nanak. And Nanak also means Na, Nak. Nak means nose. The one who don't have nose. This is the space, this is the seat of ego. You know, we in ordinary language, we say the guy he's walking with his nose high. I'm sure we use this. In Punjabi language, we do use this. In English, I'm sure he has a very big nose, or he's full of ego. He walks with his nose high. And that is the representation of ego. Your every emotion has a location. Fear is in the navel, love is in the heart, responsibility is in the shoulders. And where is the seat of ego? It's on the tip of the nose. And that's why in the yogic language, in the yogic technology, we'll tell you to look at the tip of the nose. The tip of the nose is directly you are cutting the ego. And we will be doing a practice today on this only. So Nanak means the one who don't have nose, the one who don't have individuality, the one who don't have personality, the one who is one with all, unity of being. That's what Ikonkar, that's what Nanak means. So Guru Nanak merged into all. He became without nose, without ego, Nanak. And then after enlightenment, after this experience, he came out. And he said, no one is a Hindu, no one is Muslim. These were the 2 existing religions of those days. No one is a Sikh, maybe today. No one is right, no one is wrong. No one is high, no one is low. No one is inside, no one is outside. And all that duality, nothing, don't exist. You know, we experience the reality in 2 nose, 2 eyes. Everything is 2. 2 ears, 2 lips. Now, he said there was no duality, there was no fragmentation, there was no fragmentation, there was no segmentation. That's what he meant. So, he came out with that beautiful message. It's a beautiful long story. I'm cutting it short for you. And he came out and he sat under a tree. He sat under a tree. For many days, he sat under the tree. He was in that bliss, that oneness. And the tree still stands today. And in one of our previous yatras, we went to that tree. The tree still holds the imprints because the tree was the first living being under whom the awakened one sat. And because he sat there, some of the vibrations, some of the aroma, some of the fragrance was captured by this tree. So this tree was the first living being to witness the awakening of the awakened one. He was the first one to experience the bliss of the blessed one. He was the first one to experience the aroma of the aromed one, the one who was full of aroma. So that tree had that power. And if you go there, if you bow, you can feel that fragrance. So my friends, with this wisdom, he went around. And when he went to, Tibet, this is our Lama Nanak, our Lama Nanak. He's a Buddhist sage. He went to, to South. They say he's a Nirankari Nanak. He went to the realm of the Sufis in the deserts of Arabia. And they said, no, this is Sufi Nanak. This is Wali Nanak, Waliullah. He's the friend of God. He's our. And then the Sikhs today, sadly, have captured this Nanak. And they think it is their Nanak. But Guru Nanak don't belong to anybody. He belongs to everybody. So this wisdom of the Guru was handed down in 9 lineage holders. The 9 Gurus from Guru Nanak all the way, total 10 Gurus. And that this wisdom, this light, this awakening, this aroma, this fragrance was captured through their sound, and it was collected together. And not only the 10 Gurus, also the fragrance of other sages of those times who had experienced the same reality. Because anybody can experience it. Anybody can experience it. What Guru Nanak experienced, you can. There's no special, there's no high, there's no low. So all other sages of his times who had experienced this aroma, who have smelled this fragrance, they also downloaded some very powerful vibrations from the cosmos. Ik Onkar Satnam Karta Purakha Nirpao Nirvair Akal Murat Ajuni Sabham Guru Prasad Jap Ad Sach Jugad Sach है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच sounds they capture it. And for our sake, they say, let's compile it so that people in the future it is easy. So they compiled it together and they call this sacred text. It contains the wisdom of the past, the present, and the future. It is the collective na, the collective cosmic vibrations that once vibrated in the furthest star was captured. That once vibrated in the deep core of the earth was captured. That which was flowing in the waves of the ocean was captured. That which was vibrating in the fires was captured. And that which was vibrating in the breath of the coming and the going was captured. And that which was in the silence, in the backgrounds, in the akasha was captured. So in the Sri Guru Granth, the 5 elements are in total balance. And I give an example. Va, He Guru. Va is the water element. Va, va, va. He is the air element. Gu is the earth element. And Ru is the fire. And the silence before and after is the akasha. So like that, the entire Sri Guru Granth, the Nad contained in this sacred text, it belongs to humanity. It belongs to totality. It belongs to all. They captured it. It is the ultimate sound of the 5 elements and the 5 winds in total harmony. So that the one who vibrates it, the 5 elements inside and the 5 winds in you can be in total harmony. And you can experience what Nanak experienced. You know, when you say Satnam Karta Purkha Nirpao Nirvair, your tongue moved in the same way as Guru Nanak. And the chemistry in your body, same as Guru Nanak. Because when you speak, the sensations, the vibrations, the chemicals, the enzymes, they start behaving in a certain way. If you're speaking from the heart, your body's reactions, enzymes, chemicals are different. Even the taste of your saliva changes according to the words you speak. You're speaking sweet, your saliva will be sweet. If you are angry, your saliva becomes salty. Don't you know this? So your words changes your reality. And if you can speak those words that were spoken by the awakened one, by the enlightened one, by the graced one, the Guru, and then the same thing can happen in you. If you can for 2.5 hours sit and recite Japji, just recite Japji, don't understand it. That's a different story. Understanding is a different story. Just chant it. The way he vibrated, you vibrate. The way he moved the tongue, you move your tongue. And the same things happen. For 2.5 hours, you have become Nanak. You have experienced unity of being. And Nanak is not a personality. Nanak is a state of being, non-duality. So these are teachings are contained in the Sri Guru Granth. You at any time, any mode of life, you can sit and you can recite, you can transform yourself. It's a technology of the Shabd Guru and it's a technology for the future. It is still to be understood. It has nothing to do with Sikhism. Let me tell you, I know most of you. It has nothing to do with Sikh Dharma. It is the sound that is available for the entire humanity. We need to free the Guru from the Indian Sikhs. So saying this, my friends, we will be diving into a beautiful meditation today. And I don't want to take too much of your time. So today's meditation comes from the Naad of the Sri Guru Granth Sahib. Sri Guru Granth Sahib. Now, what does Sri Guru Granth means actually? Those of you, Sri Guru Granth Sahib, those of you know, this is a sacred text which contains the totality. It contains the wisdom of the stars and all that which I just talked about. Sri means a guiding force. Guiding force. You always need guidance. Sri is a guidance. And that's why they also place the Sri in your phone. You know, when you're confused, the Sri helps you. But the root of this sound is in Sanskrit. The Sri means the guiding force. So even in the material world, you need the Sri. So Sri is the guiding force. It is the mother goddess. It is the Bhagavati. It's the Bhagavati. It's the feminine. The one who gave birth to the totality from its womb. It is the mother. That is the Sri. It's Lakshmi, Saraswati. All that feminine energies. So Sri, without a Sri, everything is incomplete. So you have to meditate on the goddesses, on that energy that produces, that gives birth. The one who has the womb, which has the potential of all possibilities. Sri. You have to put her name first. In anything, in the yogic language, in the yogic tradition, when you want to give somebody respect, you have to first meditate on Siri, on the goddess. And you may have noticed this, in the Sanskrit language, always it starts with the Siri. When you want to give somebody respect, you put Siri. You have to invoke the goddess. Then only there is respect. So Siri is the goddess, that feminine energy, the creative force, the guiding force. That's called the Siri. And Guru means darkness and Ru means light. So Guru is the one who stays balanced in darkness and light. He knows the art of being balanced in darkness and light. He don't have to move from darkness to light. Ordinarily, this is what we translated it. You have to move from darkness to light. So if the divine is in the light, what is in the darkness? And the Guru says, Namo Andhakare, Namo Tej Teje. I bow to the great darkness, and I bow to great light. Both has to be experienced in totality. So the one who stays balanced in darkness and light is called the Guru. And Granth means Graha, Ananat. Graha means a knot, you tie a knot. Graha. An means ultimate. And Nath means totality. Granth means the one who ties an ultimate knot with totality. That is called Graha An Nath. Gra is the knot, An is the ultimate, Nath is totality, the essence. So the one who ties your knot with the essence. And Sa means totality, and Hib means now. The English word hub, H-U-B, hub, center point, comes from Sanskrit Hib. Hib means center, anchoring. Sa is totality, the anchoring point of totality. That's called Sahib. And Ji means the self, the Jeev, the Jiva. So Sri Guru Granth Sahib, all these is within me, the self. This is my identity. This is what I am. I have forgotten myself. So in the Sri Guru Granth, the Nad comes. The mantra is that we're going to use today is Ik Oankar Satnam Sri Vaheguru. This is also handed down in the many, perfected lineages. Ik Oankar Satnam Sri Vaheguru. I repeat, Ik Oankar Satnam Sri Vaheguru. Now, what does it mean? Ik means one, Oang means the totality, okay? And Kar means in expression. There's one totality expressing itself as you and me. Ik Oankar. One reality expressing itself as fragmented. It was never fragmented. Just like in your dream, you have mountains, you have oceans, you have friends, you have enemies, but all those are just a fragmentation of your consciousness. Even while in that fragmentation, the consciousness is still one. That is Ek Oankar. One universal consciousness, fragmented in multiplicity. It is appearing as many. That is Ek Oankar. Sat means unchanging, and Nama means identity. This is my unchanging identity. This is the only thing which doesn't change. In the dream, sometimes consciousness can become an eagle, and sometimes consciousness can become a mountain. But it is always consciousness. This cannot change. Because without consciousness, the eagle and that mountain cannot exist. So it may change there, but as consciousness, it's always one. This is the unchanging reality. This is our Satnam. Unchanging identity, unchanging reality. And Siri, it is always guiding me. I am never lost. Nobody is lost. Even in the dream, when you're lost, you're never lost. You're always there, full bloomed. You're pretending to be lost. So Siri is the guiding force, always guiding us. There's never a time when your hand is not being held. Never a time. Just that you don't see. And Siri, and then Vaheguru. Va is wow. Wow. Don't you feel the wow? This is what it is, wow. Hey, now, Guru. This is the wisdom of wow in the now. And I'm sure you felt that wow. So this is a direct experience of the wisdom. Even without practicing, just by listening, something can shift in you, something can change in you. It's a living wisdom. It's a living technology. That's why we call it the living guru. They are not words. They are living essence. They are more alive than you. They are more alive than you. These words are more alive than you. So, Ek Onkar Sat Nam Sri Vaheguru. Okay, so this is a mantra I'm going to use. My friends, we're going to look at the tip of the nose. Remember, today our session is on Nanak, without a nose. The one who don't have nose. The one who don't have ego. You know, the nose directs you. And this is the reference point. And if you can sit here, this will open. The third eye will activate. Those of you who've been practicing for years, you will notice after some time you meditate, there's a pain here, physical pain. And then that pain becomes a beautiful pain. It becomes a very soothing pain. It is pain, but it's very soothing, very relaxing pain. And then pulsation starts. And then deep down on the energetic level, something cracks. And that you enter the altered state of consciousness. Now, my friends, this is very important. This is the main part of the whole session we are here today. So don't miss this. This is a technology that you can bring home and transform your life. Now, if you look here, with time, this will crack. It's called the activation of the third eye. You know, when we call it crack, it's not that something cracks here on the physical realm. Some energetic shift happens. Suddenly, the mountains are still mountains, but they are different. The rivers are still rivers, but they are different. The trees are still different, but they are rivers. They're trees. The way you start looking at the reality, it changes. The sensitivity, the sensitive space and the sacred space opens. Sensitive space and the sacred space opens. Sensory space opens, if you want to put it that way. Ultimately, the sacred space opens. And this is something to be experienced. So this third eye, after some time, you know, the reality changes, the viewpoint of the reality changes. Now, my friends, when you look here, this is the part. When you look here, some of you will see left side of the nose more. And some of you will look on the right side nose more. And this is going to tell you your state of mind. This is how you measure. This is the measurement of your achievements. How to know? I have gone somewhere, I've been doing meditation for years now. I have actually touched something because there's Ida, there's Pingala, there's Sushmana. So these are the three nadis through which life is running. You have the negative pulse, and you have the positive pulse, and you have the neutral pulse. You have the three charges, right? Without life, where there is life, the three charges. Negative charge, positive ions, negative ions, and the neutral. So these three charges have to die. So your left and your right. So left is the negative charge, the right is the positive charge, and then you have the neutral charge we call the Shushmana. Shh-mana. Shh-mana, Shushmana, neutral mind. So negative mind, positive mind, and the neutral mind. Now this is the secret now. If you look here at the tip of the nose, and you keep looking, and you keep looking, with time, with practice, sincerely do this for 3 months at least. Meditate here, and some of you will feel this side more, right side, left side more. You will be able to see the left nostril and not the right nostril, right side. And some of you will see more of the right nostril and the less of the left nostril. Now, when your left side is more, your issues, your problems, your reality is more time related. You dwell more in time. You experience reality more in relation to time. And if you experience the right side more, then you experience the reality in relation to space, to places. So your problems will be related to places, maybe. Something happened someplace, and that place you cannot forget. On this side, it is more to do with time. When I was young, this happened to me. You may not know the place, but when I was 12 years old, this happened to me. So your whole reality is more bending towards the time aspect of reality. And then on this side, the right side is more on the space, on the places. You will also be good in remembering places, individuals, those who have formed. So this is the right side, and this is the left side. Now, some of you will experience both. When you experience both, know that you have not really jumped in to the whole shift that is happening. You are stuck in both time and space. Okay, so this is the way to measure. Although this itself, I can spend 2 hours on this. So you can go to such a subtleness of this and how it relates to your brain and the left and the right hemisphere of the brain, and then the left side and the right side of the body, and the left rib cage and the right rib cage of the body, and then your every part is also related to the different vertebrae of your spine. It's a whole science. But just in short, I'm telling you, both you have not really stepped in. You need to work harder. And then a time comes when you will neither see the left side, neither see the right side. You will have no nose, na, nak, no nose, no nose. You look here, suddenly there's no nose. Because of the two angles of the eyes, suddenly the appearance of the nose dissolves. You will look, you will see, the nose will still be there, don't worry, it will not disappear. But when you look here, suddenly there's just awareness here, neither the left side is visible, neither the right side is visible. This is a Shushmana. Shh. Be quiet. Oh, my mind. Shushmana. This is how you know you are in Ida, you're in Pingala, or you're in Shushmana. This is how to measure with your own nose. You can measure with the eyes, you can measure with the hands, you can measure with the shoulders. Well, the wisdom is here. You yourself know where you are. So looking at here, how I wish I can talk longer on this. But my friends, we only have a certain amount of time. I don't want to hold you for too long. So you look here and you wait until both nostrils disappear. Until Nanak, no nose, no ego. You have entered Shushmana. You'll be amazed at that moment. There will be just pure awareness. You will be, but you will not be you. A sense of sitting. It's called asana. 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 Posture. Breath will be still. Both nostrils will start working. Both nostrils will start working. It's a blissful, it's a transcendent state where suddenly you are opening your dimension to Nanak. No ego. Wahadat al-Wajud. Ik Oankar. Neither my left, neither my right is working. Neither I'm in the negative mind, neither I'm in the positive mind, I'm in the neutral mind. And once you get perfection of this, once you have perfected this Kriya, you're confused in life, you don't know what to do, you have become Nanak, you have become without nose. You look here, and within 3 minutes, both nostrils will start working. And then what is right for you, you will know. This is called self-mastery. This is called self-awakening. That is the beauty of these teachings. We are not asking you to bow your head somewhere to the ethers. We are asking you to know this. Know your Pavan Guru, know your Shabd Guru, so you can experience wow. Hey Guru, wow in the now. The universal technology which you already have. You have this. You have to own it. You have to know it. You have to use it. So looking here, keep looking. Keep seeing. This is called darshan. This is called darshan. Dar means door. And shun means shunya. The door of emptiness. Where? Here. This is it. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna gives this meditation also. Yogi, look at the tip of the nose. And Guru Gobind Singh gave this to his beloved wife. A gift. Another story, you know. Guru Gobind Singh's wife came and said, you teach people everything. You teach me something. And I have so much work. I have to look after the kids. I have to do that and all this stuff that I have to do as a woman. Give me something simple. And the Guru gave, you know, like you give your wife or your husband or your partner some gift, something special, different from the others. And Guru Gobind Singh gave his beloved wife this gift. And the Guru mentions, it's written. He says, oh, my beautiful wife. Dhyan taraye naska. Dhyan taraye naska. Barse amrit dhar. That is the sutra recorded. He said, look at the tip of the nose. Look at the tip of the nose. And the nectar shall flow. And the nectar shall burst. Nectar, you can experience the beauty, the aroma in everyday life. That's what nectar is. Your everyday life, it remains the same. Still you get late for work. Still you have to worry about the bills tomorrow. But then the quality changes. You know it will be taken care of. And that's a fact. Even when you don't know it is going to be taken care of, it still will be taken care of. The recognition of that gives birth to reverence, to gratitude. And that comes into your life. Gratitude, that's the nectar. Reverence, that's the nectar. Devotion, that's the nectar. I'm going to share another thing before I dive into this meditation. Okay, just a few more moments. Be with me, my friends. You know, we have seen the mountains. We have seen the rivers. We have seen the oceans. And if I ask you, have you seen all of you? Say, yeah, I have seen. I've seen the ocean. I've seen the river. But the yogic teaching mentions when you see the river, mentally you have to bow to the river, then you will see the river. When you see the mountain, you have to mentally bow to the mountain, then you will see the mountain. When you see a huge tree standing for thousands of hundreds of years, mentally you have to bow and then you will see the tree. This is called vision. You only have sight. You only have sight. The nectar is when you have a vision. Same eyes, same sight, but then you mentally bow. I bow to the greatness of this river. I bow to the greatness of this mountain. I bow to the ancientness of this tree. I bow to the radiance in the fire. Sight has now become vision. Vision. You become a visionary. You start experiencing the reality in a different frequencies. Things will start changing. Your reaction towards the reality changes. The quality of life changes. That is the nectar. So the Guru says, look at the tip of the nose and the nectar shall come. So my friends, this is a very sacred, sometimes underrated meditation. Those of you who have done trainings here and there, you may have learned this. But you just thought it was just an ordinary meditation. But this is the key. This is the doorway to Shunya, to emptiness. This is the door home. This is the door home. And below it is the door to the world. Ida and Pingala, breath coming and going, life and death. Where is life and death? Here, under this door, there are two doors where life and death is constantly kissing you, constantly embracing you. And you keep losing this yourself into this. Either you're stuck in the time, or either you're stuck in the space, either the left nostril is more or the right nostril is more, because of which your left and the right hemisphere is constantly changing. You're stuck in your emotions. But then the Guru comes and says, don't worry, sit, look at the tip of the nose, finish. Okay, that is number one now. We still have time. Now we're going to go to the next important part. The mantra. How to chant the mantra. You know, there is a way to chant the mantra. It's a very beautiful science. We experience reality in segments. Okay? The breath has to stop. Then only the breath will be there. Right? Can you continuously breathe? You can't. There's a segment, it stops, inside and outside. Can you constantly see? Can't. You have to blink. You have to cut. Can you constantly talk? No, you have to put a stop. No, nobody will understand you. So everything that you're experiencing have to be stopped. Because that is the realm of Maya. It cannot go constant. It has to stop. You have to cut. Then this world will be experienced. Try opening your eyes for 24 hours. That's the end of you. Try holding your breath, unless you're Guru Nanak. Try constantly here. You will be bombarded. Even your heartbeat cannot run in one pulse. It has to break. The break is called Maya. Illusion. You cannot experience the reality as one go. It's called kar. Kar. Ik, oam, kar. And if you, those of you know the syllable, the uda, and then on top there is an opening. It represents that that thing is going on. It cannot stop. It never closes. When you write a car, the line on top never closes. It is open. Representing this is the only thing which is constant. You may have multiple dreams, but consciousness remains the same in those dreams. That is kar, ek, oankar. And I can't do kar until the end of the word, but just assume that this is the constant factor that remains. And we experience reality in segmentations. Until you don't experience in segmentation, you cannot experience you and me and this Maya. Cannot. What is a mantra? What is mantra? What is Shabad? There's a technology where you chant the mantra continuously without recognizing the segmentations that are happening from the heart to the breath to the eyes and to the reality. And those of you who know the Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, originally was written in one line only. There was no cut. Like you have Sat, Nam, Karta, Purkh, then there's a space between each word. That's how you see it now. And this is thanks to during the British time, we started printing the Sri Guru Granth like that. But in the original version, there is only one line. After Ekwankar, Satnam, Karta, all those is just one line. There's no segmentation until the end. There is one line moving through 1,430 pages. It is not Padshad. Padshad, it comes when you segment those words. Because we see the reality, we couldn't read. So much effort was needed, so some people decided to cut it. But in the original text that is written by the Guru, which is still available, is written in one line only. So from Eko Ankar and then Satnam, it starts just with one line until the end. Because there's one, it's called Nirantra Jap. Nirantra Jap. The unsegmented Nad. The unfragmented reality. The whole. Wahadat al-Wajud. Unity of being. Unity of experience. Unity of seeing. Unity of hearing. Unity of whatever. So now, when we chant Ekonkar Satnam Sri Vaheguru, we will be chanting it ordinarily like this, right? Ekonkar Satnam Sri Vaheguru, Ekonkar Satnam Sri Vaheguru, Ekonkar Satnam Sri Vaheguru. And you can chant 4 or 5 times and then you have to inhale. Ekonkar Satnam Sri Vaheguru, Ekonkar Satnam Sri Vaheguru, Ekonkar Satnam Sri Vaheguru, and you will have to stop it there. Now this is the whole thing now we're going to dive into. You are not going to break this mantra even for your breath. You want to constantly chant this. At home, you're going to do it for 20 minutes. But in our session, you're going to do it about 4 to 5 minutes. Maybe 3 minutes. We'll take this technology, go home and do. So how will it look like? When you need to inhale, you can inhale, but you don't break the sound. Don't break the sound. The sound has to be whole. The sound has to be nirantar. The sound is the car. You cannot break the sound. While you are chanting, you can inhale, but you cannot stop chanting. Chant should not stop for the next 3, 4, 5 minutes. This is how it will look like. 1 second. Ekonkar Satnam Sri Vaheguru, 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 Ekonkar Satnam Ekonkar Satnam Sri Vaheguru, 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 Sri Vaheguru, Ekonkar Satnam 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 Sri Vaheguru, Satnam Sri Vaheguru, Ekonkar Satnam Sri Vaheguru. I hope you got this. So for 20 minutes continuously, you are not going to break your sound. And this is the only thing which you have power over. Your breath, you can't. Heartbeat, you can't. Eyes, you can't. The Shabad you can. Shabad Guru. Shabad you can. So it is Ik Oankar Sat Nam Sri Vaheguru. Ik Oankar Satnam Sri Vaheguru. It has 8 sounds. And this is the Ashtanga mantra. And it clears the 8 chakras. It opens the doorway to Shunya when done with looking at the tip of the nose. It is the direct mantra which activates the Kundalini. This is one of the few mantras when chanted correctly activates the Bhagavati, the Kundalini, the Shakti. So my friends, your hands will be in Gyan Mudra, spine will be straight, and you will be looking at the tip of the nose. Both eyes looking at the tip of the nose. In the beginning, if you see both, it doesn't matter. Okay? But with time, as you start looking, you will find at times more left side will be visible, more right side will be visible. Know that this is the shift happening. But you keep focusing here. A time will come when you will be focusing here, but you will not see your left side, you will not see your right side. And that is the activation of the Shushma. And let me add another thing. 24 hours before physical death, if you were to look at your nose, you cannot see. Physical death, 24 hours before natural death. If you tell the person, if he's still conscious, to look at the tip of the nose, he will not be able to see the left and the right. Why? Because Shushmana has opened. The door is open now. He have to now pass over. He's no more in the left mind, left brain or the right brain. No more in the Ida and the Pingala, the push and pull of life. He has transcended the sun and the moon, and the realm of the stars is opening, and now he have to go. So this is also experience. So this is maran to pahla mar gaye babu, to experience the death while you're still alive. Don't worry, it is safe, you won't die. People have been doing this for hundreds of years. It will just give you a deeper experience of life. So my friends, hands in Jnana Mudra, sacred and sacred wisdom, spine straight, and look at the tip of the nose. Those of you have not looked at it before, sometimes it's very dizzy, sometimes it's very uncomfortable. So just be with yourself, do what you can, slowly increase the practice. Just a few seconds, look here, relax. A few seconds, look again, relax. It's not a one-day work. It is something that you can do every day and accomplish whatever you need to accomplish. My friends, spine straight, eyes are open, and you're looking at the tip of the nose, the sacred and the secret wisdom, the Shabda Guru and the Pavan Guru, experiencing Vaheguru, Ek Onkar Satnam Sri Vaheguru. At your own pace, we will start now, and we will be doing this about 3 to 4 minutes in this session. Okay, let's start the journey. एक ओंकार सतनाम श्री वाहेगुरु, 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 एक ओंकार सतनाम श्री एक ओंकार सतनाम श्री वाहेगुरु, 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 एक ओंकार सतनाम ओम श्री वाहेगुरु, एक ओंकार सतनाम 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 श्री वाहेगुरु, ओंकार सतनाम श्री वाहेगुरु, एक 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 ओंकार सतनाम श्री वाहेगुरु, सतनाम श्री वाहेगुरु, एक ओंकार 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 Satnam Sri Vaheguru Ek Onkar, 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 Satnam Sri Vaheguru Satnam Sri Vaheguru Ek Onkar, 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 Satnam Sri Vaheguru Satnam Sri Vaheguru Ek Onkar, 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 Onkar, Satnam Sri Vaheguru Ek 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 Onkar, Onkar, Satnam Sri Vaheguru Ek 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 Onkar. Keep up, keep up, keep up. And the chances are your saliva will be there. And you can always cheat in between. Do it for a few seconds and then go back again. Keep up, keep up, keep up. Keep the eyes focused. Do it very fast. Do it extremely fast. And don't break the sound with the breath. Even while the breath comes in, you shall not stop chanting. It's called Nirantar Jap. Nirantar Jap. The unsegmented Nad. The unsegmented Japa. And if you can do this 20 minutes every day, my friends, you will be blissed out. You will be blissed out. Keep up, keep up. Your vision will change. And so some of you, while you are chanting these, you will be amazed that the nostrils are already being shifted. Some of you will start going from the left, and then for a few moments, you will only be busy. The left side of the nostril will be visible. The right side will disappear. Some of you, the right side will be visible, and then the left side will disappear. And some of you, it may shift in the beginning because the elements are balancing, the winds are balancing, the flow of life is balancing. So it is a process. Don't look for immediate results, but results will surely come. Keep up. One more minute to go. Okay, my friends, remain in the mudra, remain in the posture through both nostrils. Inhale and close your eyes. Squeeze and tense the whole body from head to toe. Localize yourself in the third eye, in your frontal lobe, in front your forehead. Localize yourself where the two eyebrows meet. Squeeze and tense yourself in this location. And through the nose, exhale. One more time, through both nostrils, powerfully inhale. Then hold and squeeze and tense the whole body from head to toe, your feet, your soles, your toes. Squeeze, tense your legs, your knees, your thighs, your sit bones. Squeeze and tense your sit bones. Navel in and up, lift your rib cage, lift your heart, roll the tongue and eyes, everything is closed. Roll the eye, look up into the third eye in the center of the two eyebrows, in the center of your forehead, activating the frontal lobe, that space which frees you from all type of addictions. It can be any types of addictions. It clears the addictions, your power to overcome. And exhale. Last time, powerfully inhale. Squeeze and tense the whole body. And navel in and up, lift the rib cage. Your heart, roll the tongue. Eyes are closed. And roll the eye, look up, and focus them, anchor them in the third eye, in the center of the forehead, the Darshunya, the door of Shunya, the door of emptiness, and hold, squeeze, and tense. And hold and exhale. Very slowly, open your eyes. I wish I could do longer, but I don't want to hold you. I know life is a busy, we have everything based on time. So I wanted to complete this in 1.5 hours. But know that all this information is available, will be available in a few days on our YouTube channel. Uh, Yogi Amandeep Singh. And if you have not yet subscribed for it, please subscribe for the YouTube channel. There's two. One is in Punjabi and one is in English. So make sure, according to your language, you opt for that channel. My friends, we are coming towards the end of our session today. Before we open for Q&A, if there's any, I will share with you that I will be in LA, in California, around 6th of December to 12th December. We are doing a very powerful workshop on zero gravity. It's something that you cannot miss if you're around that area. It will totally bring you in an altered state of consciousness, total transformation. We are doing zero gravity to experience gravitylessness. You can transcend gravity. Gravity is karma. The more karma, the more gravity. The more in the lower chakras. The more difficult for Bhagavati, Kundalini, the goddess, to be awakened. So that's the whole method of shifting the gravity of the body, the gravitational pull, which releases you from the gravitational karmic pull of the planet Earth. And then it helps Bhagavati, the goddess, to go up into the spine and meet this beloved Shiva. It will be very powerful, very extraordinary teachings. As you know, most of my teachings, I don't teach you what is in the books because you can always buy that book and do it. But I teach you what is in the heart, what is in the skies, what is in the stars, what is in the caves of the Himalayas. So my friends, this is something that you cannot miss. And then after that, I'll be in Miami, Florida. We'll be doing winter solstice. This is another thing. You must be there if you can afford it. We will be working on a very powerful time when you are in that space, winter solstice, summer solstice, and a few other things as well, your birthday. All these are the times when the alignments of the stars happen such that the universe can give you a push. You take one step, the universe give you a second step. And you can shift your reality, change your experiences, change your reality, bring in wealth, health, prosperity, whatever you need in the moment, intention, awakening, whatever you need, you can step onto that. So that is another thing. Along with that, I will also be teaching is in fresh prana yoga and a few other yoga centers as well. So I'm there from 12th December all the way to 23rd December. So all this information is there on the Instagram. You can scroll down and get it. And now, my friends, very important, my friends, if you can afford and if the universe has sparked this light in you. The sacred sages of the fires are calling you. Every year we go to the mountains. This year we are going to the south. And in the south, there is a sacred mountain, which is the Machu Picchu of Shiva, which is located on the exact opposite side of the Machu Picchu in South America. That is Shakti, that is Shiva. And right in the center is the Shushmana of the Mother Earth. And both these hemispheres, the left and the right hemisphere of the earth, they contemplate, they vibrate, they communicate. And if you can be in these locations, and if you can learn to communicate and balance your left and the right hemisphere of the brain, Shushmana is activated. The unknown is known. That which serves you will manifest in your life. My friends, this is an opportunity for you, which we create every year, bringing you to different locations in the sacred land of the Himalayas. You have to be there if you can afford it, and we are doing a very special discount for you, where we are making it as affordable as possible on the appearance day of Guru Nanak. It is until the 19th. Both the double occupancy and the single occupancy, we are giving a discount. And you can also opt for installments. The idea behind these is not the money, my friends. Although we need money, we are building an ashram, whatever, it will come. But we also want to give you an opportunity to come and experience these teachings firsthand. The land where they bow to the cows, the land where they bow to the elephants, the land where they bow to monkeys, the land where they bow to the stones, the land where they bow to the trees, the land where they bow to the rivers. We want to give you that experience. Along with that, we will be going to this beautiful place of the goddess. And I'm very excited. You know, this is one of the few times where we get this opportunity to be in the abode of the goddess. And something have to change in you when you hear about the goddess. If it doesn't change in you, then you are not appreciating the goddess. So this is the abode of the goddess, the largest, the biggest, the grandest, the highest abode dedicated to the mother goddess on the planet. There's no other sacred shrine as beautiful, as large as this Meenakshi, the fish-eyed goddess who has the vision, who has the light with her eyes. She transforms reality. She sews time and space. She's very good at sewing things with her eyes, left and right. She sews the reality, time and space. We could go to her abode, bow our head at this Mahamaya, Shakti, Adi Shakti. We chant the mantra, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Namo Namo. We will go and we will do Namo Namo. Something you cannot miss. Only the universe is telling you. I'm not asking you have to, but I'm just telling you the beauty of this place. I'm excited. It's my excitement. And then we will be going to 22 wells, where ancestral luggage and baggage can be dropped. So these 22 wormholes, vortexes, are activated at the edge of India, the earth, the map, the country, which is very close to the ocean. So the Indian Ocean, just a few, distance from there, you have these 22 wells, which is connected to the underground water channels. And for centuries, people go there and they take their dip and recite mantras, do certain kriyas, which can release you of, ancestral healing. All the unnecessary luggage and baggage, we are carrying the same patterns of our ancestors. We're carrying the same illnesses as our ancestors. Even when you go to the doctor, they say this is a family history. So you're carrying too much of history. And it's not your story. It is someone else's story. So this is an opportunity to experience that let go and the luggage and the baggage that you carry unnecessarily. You have never known yourself, and many other beautiful things will be there. We will also be going to the sacred land of Guru Nanak when he came from south, from Sri Lanka, and he sat there and he gave the teachings of yoga. So we'll be visiting that exact site, the exact footprints of the Guru still marks that the awakened one was there. And my friends, much more is there. And if the universe wills, we have created an opportunity. You have to take the step. So a few more days are there. And if the universe wills, please come and walk with us and many other beautiful souls from all over the world, where we will be chanting, we will be dancing, we will be going into ecstasy together. And more information is there on yogiamandeepsingh.com, as mentioned by Radha at the beginning. The installments are having some, that whole installment page is having some issues. So if you want to save your price, please just support email and we will keep that price for you and you can do the payments in installments. So other than that, if there is any questions that you may have, can I answer a question for you? I think she says she has a question for me. So if you have a question, you can put it down in that chat for a few moments while. So I believe, no, if you have any question, you can put it there. Other than that, it was my privilege today to be with all of you. And, this session will be available on our channel. So please log on to that. I think there's something, someone is typing support. Okay, there's the email. So anyways, I think we have gone beyond time, and I believe after all these practices, you should not have any questions. So even if you have questions, it's beautiful. We can always answer it. And so I'm very thankful to all those who, contributed to the manifestation of, we have thank yous and all that, okay? Uh, all those who were part of this manifestation. I'm thankful to the entire team. Our Radha, who was, helping us with this, and our beautiful friend Hari Miguel, who does our Spanish translations and many beautiful artwork that you see, and also our very, very beautiful friend Ajay Singh from Russia, who is the representative of our vision and mission in Russia, and he's helping us to get in touch and share this dharma with the people in Russia. So we are very thankful to everybody. And also in the background, we have many other beautiful souls who are supporting me, who are walking with me, who are caring for this vision and mission, and who have dedicated every day a certain part of their breath, a certain percentage of their breath to this vision and mission. I'm thankful to everyone who came today and who sat with us, who chanted with us, who took out this time so we can collectively vibrate. When 11 or more people sit in the same way, vibrate in the same way, breathe in the same way, see in the same way, think in the same way, something changes in the reality. So all of us today contributed. It's called the Sangha, it's called the Satsang, it's called the Sadhu Sangha. People who consciously sit and do this, they create a frequency that can change the whole reality, the quality, the caliber of the entire universe can be changed. So may Guru Ramdas, may Guru Nanak on this beautiful day bless all of you with all the health, the wealth, and the prosperity, and the gift, and that's the gift of the wisdom of your breath and the gift of this wisdom of your sound. My friends, let's bring hands in the center of the chest. We recite, may the long time, and then we chant together 3 times Satnam. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on. I bow to all those who have learned to bow. I bow to all those who have learned to walk the path of Dharma. I bow to all those who are walking the path of Dharma. I bow to all those who have walked the path of Dharma. And I bow to all those who shall in the future be also be gifted with this wisdom so that they can walk on the path of Dharma. Sadhana. Blessings to all of you. I'm really enjoying myself. How I wish we could do another hour, but everything has to move. So very soon I will see you somewhere. Please stay in touch on Instagram. And if you have any questions now, another thing, I'm still learning this technology. Every once in a while, I'm trying to go live on Instagram. So this is something new for me. And whenever something the universe wills, so I now go on Instagram and I hope to see you there as well every once in a while. So blessings to all of you. Satnam. Okay, stop this.